Hi, everyone. Welcome to my first article, my first awkward recording of me reading an article in 2026. Happy New Year to everyone. I am recording this on January 1st, so the new year is very, very fresh in my heart, in my mind, in my thoughts, and I'm excited to discuss a bit with all of you. Welcome, friends of the Anti-Niche. I am writing this on January 1st, and already I am simply done. Done with Substack accounts built to tell other fools how to grow their newsletters. Done with get rich quick, AI love and hate, and less than a gazillion subscribers. Get over here. Done with niches. Like some humans breathing on this earth, I've spent a lot of time recently reflecting on the glorious shit show that was 2025, hashtag grateful, and how I want to show up in 2026. The result? I have one goal, one singular goal for maybe the first time ever. 2026 is the year I get smarter. Is getting smarter a niche? You tell me. My hope is that it's not just a goal for 2026, but instead is an evolution of the way I live my life. Finally free from the bondage of, sorry to be dramatic, bad leadership. Now that I am 6 months out, I am baffled by the ways that bad leadership slowly turned me into a shadow without me even realizing. Shudder. Ugh, a niche and a leadership essay, you say? This is not what you said this article would be about like 4 paragraphs ago. Though leadership is a topic that is top of mind for me as I build my executive coaching business, what I'm really writing about is freedom, integrity, authenticity, hell, even clarity. I'm writing about getting smarter, emotionally, physically, mentally, potentially in that order. I shared a note a few weeks ago about my goals for next year. It says, looking to start 2026 off with sustainable intention, steal my quick and dirty 2026 planning template to hold yourself accountable to your vision for the year, along with quarterly and monthly goals for bite-sized accomplishments. And peep my own 2026 vision board for inspiration or good vibes. Pro tip, create goals that you can control. Make a goal to talk to 100 people about your product or business versus a goal to sell to 25. You might be surprised at where you end up. Yes, snooze fest. No one actually cares about someone else's goals, and everyone cares about their own bullshit. But I'm hopeful that my bullshit might have a thread that connects to your bullshit and that we can pull on the thread together to see what unravels for us both. So, what's your bullshit? In addition to my overall goals, I also set monthly goals for myself. And this is why I think you should care. This is the part of the essay to actually pay attention to. I challenge you to set micro goals for yourself, goals that you are in control of achieving. I can't dictate someone else's behavior. I can't say that my Substack is going to grow to 5,000 followers or that I will get 10 executive coaching corporate gigs this year. Please, universe. But I can set bite-sized, achievable goals for myself. I can hold myself accountable to reaching those goals, and I can compassionately pivot whenever the shit inevitably hits the fan. Because at this point, we know the shit always hits the fan. It would be irresponsible to not build shit fanning into our plans. So, what do my bite-sized goals look like? Well, it looks like this. January, publish a poem every day on Substack. February, share workshop with 5 people with influential networks. March, launch women's cohort. April, submit for 10 public speaking opportunities. May, launch digital product. June, pitch 5 monthly retainers. More to come on the specifics of February through June and beyond. However, for January, I wanted to set myself on a path where I rely only on myself, a goal that is not dependent on the commitment, intelligence, or attitude of anyone besides me. Enter poetry. Because it turns out an anti-niche is simply just being yourself, and poetry is a place where that expression comes to life. Poetry on Substack has been a weird journey for me, friends. It's not something that I ever thought I would do. And my inspiration? Song lyrics revealing whole lives in one breath. Taylor, Lord, Gaga, Maggie Rogers, Devin Cole. How badly do I wish I came up with some of these lines? You wanted a baller till your balls got busted. Say you like my confidence, well, do you now? There's a heat in the pavement, my mercury's raising, don't know if it's love or if it's ovulation. When you're holding a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Put on my red lipstick like a hero and swallow my fear down my throat. River in my eyes, I've got a poem in my throat. I hear the music and it takes me by surprise. Anyway, I could go on and on, and I will. These are stories, novels, lifetimes told in a single line. They make me feel everything and nothing all at once. I want to write one line that does that to someone. I want to weave words into patterns that make no sense, but mean everything. And I want to get smarter, niche or not, doesn't matter. So the poetry comes from wanting to alchemize, yes, but it also comes from a place of physical desperation. You see, the amount of deep sleep I get, according to both my Oura Ring and Apple Health, is, well, appalling. Typically less than 10 minutes per night, often less than five, sometimes zero. Thank you, anxiety. This is no way to live. And then, one day in early December, I wrote three poems. Were they any good? Not the point. That night, I got almost 90 minutes of deep sleep. Perhaps for the first time ever in my whole life, I felt like $1,000,000. So I did it again the next night, over an hour. You know how this story ends. Basically, I cannot go to sleep at night now without writing a poem first. It is an unsustainable lifestyle, but it could be worse. It turns out the more you write poetry, the more you write poetry. And suddenly my brain is working in new ways, poetic ways. I'm linking themes and ideas in ways I never have before. I'm using words that I sort of kind of knew, but have never before used in a sentence. I am so much fucking smarter after 1 month of consistently writing poetry. Whether or not the poetry is any good is not the point. Whether or not I lose several subscribers within a few minutes of posting said poetry is not the point. Bye, Felicia. Executive coaching and leadership are full of poetic insights. While I know my future clients will not give a flying fuck about my way with words, I also know that I will bring these clients more insights, perspectives, and grace because of the time I spend exploring these facets of my inner psyche on a daily, nightly basis. So, I hope you will join me in January as I stumble my way through publishing a poem a day. They won't all be good. I hope some of them are. I welcome you to journey with me through both forks in the road, and I can't wait to see you in your anti-niche bullshit when we get to the clearing. Happy 2026, Substack. Cheers to turning banal, common advice on its head. Cheers to the anti-niche. I look forward to interacting with all of you in January and love to hear the things that you're doing to get smarter. Happy 2026.